If you're new here or missed the last episode, check the link in the description below. We're continuing our self-development journey, one timeless lesson at a time. This isn't just content, it's your daily life manual, rooted in ancient wisdom and crafted for modern living. If you're finding value here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment to keep the momentum going. Today we're diving deeper into Stoic philosophy, not in some remote monastery, but right in the chaos of daily life. Think traffic jams, missed flights, tough conversations, real moments, real challenges. We're exploring one of Stoicism's most transformative principles. Control what you can, release what you can't. Sounds simple, right? But it's not always easy. Life throws curveballs, bad weather, rude strangers, or unexpected losses. If we react to every inconvenience, we end up exhausted and emotionally drained. But there's a powerful shift that happens when we stop trying to control the uncontrollable. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said it best. The chief task in life is to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. So how do we apply this? First, know your circle of control. Picture a circle. Inside it, your actions, your mindset, your decisions. Outside it, everything else. Other people, the past, the weather. Focus your energy inside the circle. Let the rest go. Second, accept what you can't change. This isn't giving up, it's choosing peace over struggle. Like the Serenity Prayer says, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Third, choose your response. There's always a gap between what happens and how you respond. In that space lies your freedom and your power. Let's bring this to life. Stuck in traffic? Instead of fuming, take a breath. Listen to a podcast. Enjoy the rare pause. Flight canceled? Don't rage. Rebook, rest, and adapt. Lost your job? Painful, yes, but maybe it's a chance to start fresh, learn, grow, and pivot. Serenity isn't about avoiding problems, it's about standing calm in the storm. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Now that you understand the power of this mindset shift, let's take it a step further. In the next lesson, we'll unpack the circle of control more deeply and how it can become your personal Zen zone in any situation. Previously, we explored how peace of mind begins by focusing only on what you can control and letting go of the rest. Now let's take that insight and see how it actually helps you in daily life. The ancient Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, warned that trying to control the uncontrollable only leads to frustration and suffering. Instead, they taught us to anchor ourselves in what is within our power. So how does this mindset help you? First, it reduces stress. When you stop obsessing over things beyond your control, your mind quiets down. You're no longer drained by worry, you shift focus to your next best step. Second, it empowers you. Realizing that your thoughts, actions, and reactions are yours to command turns you from a victim into the captain of your own life. Third, it sharpens your decisions. When you're clear on what you can affect, you stop wasting energy. You take purposeful actions that actually move the needle. Let's ground this with a few real-world examples. The job interview. You can't control whether you'll be hired, but you can prepare thoroughly, present yourself well, and follow up with professionalism. Focus there and let the outcome be what it will. A difficult health diagnosis. You can't reverse the condition, but you can seek treatment, adjust your lifestyle, and nurture a positive mindset. Online criticism or drama. You can't control what others post, but you can choose how to respond. Whether that's engaging calmly, logging off, or simply letting it pass, you have the reins. And here's a subtle truth. While you can't control the outside world, you often influence it. You can't stop the rain, but you can carry an umbrella. You can't change someone's opinion, but how you communicate might shift their perspective. In the end, this simple idea, the circle of control, can transform your life. It helps you trade anxiety for clarity and helplessness for focus. So try it. Draw your own circle. What's in it? What's not? And where are you spending your energy? When you live from the inside out, peace follows. Now, speaking of peace, Have you ever felt mentally pulled in every direction, like a puppet on invisible strings? In the next part, we'll talk about how to cut those strings and reclaim your inner freedom. Earlier, we explored how inner peace begins when we focus on what we can control. Now let's talk about staying on that path, especially when life tries to pull us in every direction. In today's world, we're bombarded with pressure to constantly be more, do more, have more. Social media screams that we're falling behind. FOMO whispers that we're missing out. It's like being stuck on a hamster wheel, running endlessly, but getting nowhere. But the Stoics saw peace differently. They believed that serenity comes from staying true to your values and walking your own path, regardless of distractions. Seneca said it clearly, true tranquility only comes to those with firm, steady judgment. The rest, they're constantly swayed, back and forth, up and down. So how do we stay centered in a world built to distract us? 1. Know yourself. What do you value most? Who do you want to become? Take time to reflect and write it down. This is your inner compass. 2. Set your sights. Once your values are clear, turn them into goals. Break big dreams into small, actionable steps. This creates direction, even when chaos hits. 3. Stay focused. Trends fade, distractions come and go. The grass may seem greener elsewhere, but real growth happens when you tend your own path. 4. Embrace the hard parts. Yes, life gets messy. There will be setbacks, doubts, and days when quitting seems easier. But growth lives in the struggle. Stay with it. 5. Celebrate progress. Don't wait for the finish line. Acknowledge small victories. They keep you motivated and remind you you're moving forward. Let's make it real. The marathon runner keeps going, even when muscles ache and motivation dips. One step at a time leads to the finish line. The entrepreneur rides a roller coaster of wins and failures, but keeps building toward a vision. The artist battles self-doubt, but shows up to create again and again until their voice finally breaks through. Here's the bottom line. Peace isn't a destination. It's the act of staying true to yourself, even when the world tempts you to wander. As Emerson said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. But here's something most people overlook. Even the way we think and act can become invisible chains. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to break free from automatic habits and reclaim your mental freedom. Habits are like invisible scripts we follow on autopilot. Some serve us, like brushing our teeth, but others quietly drain our time, dull our awareness, and hold us back from living fully. Take a moment. Are you living intentionally or just repeating yesterday? When we break from autopilot, something powerful happens. We regain choice. We begin deciding, really deciding, how we want to spend our time, energy, and attention. Here's how it plays out in real life. The coffee zombie. Do you grab coffee every morning without thinking? Try switching to tea or skipping it altogether. See how your body and mind really respond. The social media addict. Do you scroll the moment there's a pause? Set a time limit or delete the app for a week. Watch how your mood, focus, and creativity shift. The couch potato. Do evenings always end with you slumped on the couch? Try swapping in a short walk, a good book, or a hands-on hobby. Notice how your energy changes. So how do we break a habit? 1. Identify it. Get specific. Don't just say, I want to be less lazy. Say, I want to stop watching more than an hour of TV each day. 2. Spot the trigger. What sets the habit off? Is it boredom, stress, a certain time of day? Once you know, you can interrupt it. 3. Replace it. Don't just stop. Swap. Trade junk food for fruit. Trade mindless scrolling for reading or a nature walk. 4. Be patient. Breaking habits takes time. You'll slip. That's okay. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. The truth is, habits are powerful, but they don't have to run the show. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So, what habits are shaping your life? And once you've broken free from the mental autopilot, What do you do with all that reclaimed focus and energy? In the next lesson, we'll ditch the hustle mindset and talk about how to rediscover your real work, the kind that lights you up and makes life feel truly worth living. Remember how kids see the world? They're captivated by the tiniest things: a ladybug on a leaf, a cloud shaped like a dinosaur, the sunlight dancing through trees. Somewhere along the way, we lose that awe. It gets buried under deadlines, routines, and endless digital noise. But what if we could bring that childlike wonder back? The ancient Greeks had a word for this mindset: theoria, a form of deep contemplation. It's about seeing beauty and meaning in the ordinary, looking beyond appearances, and noticing hidden patterns. So how do we cultivate this poetic way of seeing? 1. Slow down. In a rushed world, take time to pause. Breathe deeply. Observe the colors, textures, sounds, and smells around you. Let your senses lead. 2. Look for patterns. Poets and artists notice what others overlook: the way shadows dance on buildings, how birds move in sync, how a smile can change a room. 3. Embrace metaphor. See one thing through the lens of another. A sunset becomes a fiery canvas. Rainfall, a symphony. A city skyline, a concrete jungle. 4. Stay curious. Ask questions. Challenge your assumptions. Explore new ideas, even uncomfortable ones. The world hides wonder in plain sight, if you're looking. Let's ground this in daily life. The commuter poet. Instead of scrolling on the train, look out the window. Watch the light, the people, the movement. Write a haiku about what you see. The urban sketcher, carry a sketchbook. Capture the mood of your surroundings. Don't aim for perfection, aim for presence. The mindful eater, savor your meals. Notice the texture, aroma, and flavor. Appreciate the nourishment. Seeing the world like a poet isn't just about appreciating beauty. It's a way to reawaken your creativity, boost joy, and deepen your connection to life. As William Blake wrote, "To see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower." That kind of seeing, it's within reach. And once you start seeing differently, you'll start choosing differently too. In our next lesson, we'll explore how the power to choose your response, no matter the situation, is your true inner freedom. Let's get one thing clear. This isn't about toxic positivity or feel-good fluff. This is about harnessing the raw, creative power of your mind. Think of your mind like a muscle. Leave it unchallenged and it weakens. But train it, feed it, stretch it, and it becomes sharper, stronger, and more resilient. René Descartes once said, "I think, therefore I am." But maybe we should go further. I think, therefore I create. Your thoughts don't just reflect your reality, they build it. And when your thinking becomes repetitive, negative, or stagnant, life starts to feel stuck. So how do you reignite your thoughts? 1. Break free from limiting beliefs. We all carry mental baggage, assumptions about ourselves and the world. Some empower us, others hold us back. Start questioning them. Are they really true? 2. Cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities and intelligence can grow through effort. See setbacks not as failures, but as fuel. 3. Spark creativity. Great ideas come from mixing unexpected things. Connect dots across different fields. Let curiosity lead. Let's see it in action. The entrepreneur faces a failing business, but instead of giving up, they pivot. They question their strategy, adapt, and innovate. The artist, stuck in a creative rut, experiments with new styles or collaborations, igniting a fresh wave of inspiration. The student, confused by a tough concept, finds new ways to learn, asking for help, changing their approach, and finally has that aha moment. Want to sharpen your thinking? Here's your mental workout plan. Challenge assumptions. Ask, is this true? Could I be seeing it differently? Seek new input. Read. Listen. Talk to people who see the world differently. Practice mindfulness. Catch your thoughts in action, especially the negative ones. Stay curious. Explore. Experiment. Ask why. Curiosity keeps your mind alive. Here's the bottom line. Your thoughts are not just background noise. They're the architects of your life. By reigniting them, you free yourself from old patterns, unlock creativity, and step into a more expansive way of living. As Socrates said, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. So go learn, go wonder. Your mind will thank you. And that wraps up today's journey into Stoic wisdom. Life's going to test you, no doubt about it, but with a clear mind, a calm heart, and the courage to choose your response, you'll stand strong. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If this video resonated with you, like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell us, how are you practicing Stoicism in your own life? Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and above all, stay stoic.